Good afternoon everybody, it's Lee here from Revitalise Connecting People, and welcome to Revitalise Reconnects, where I get the opportunity to speak with business owners and key decision makers from across the breadth of Scotland in the Scottish business community. And this afternoon I've got the great pleasure to be with a signature speaker and great connection, Tony Stanger from Stanger Pro. Good afternoon, Tony.
Good afternoon, Lee.
Good to see you this afternoon. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, we're actually at the wonderful Hotel Indigo based in Princess Street because we came along to a networking event this morning and we thought I'd have a catch up and we thought we'd do a wee video piece to camera with Revitalise Reconnects for you to find out a little bit more about Tony, about his journey, and more importantly about his business, Stanger Pro. Tony, could you mention everybody a little bit about yourself and a bit about Stanger Pro?
Yeah, Stanger Pro is 4 years old now. I used to work at the Scottish Institute of Sport, helping sports be better at identifying and developing talent. So that's an extension of that, really. We're looking at what quality coaching looks like, how we can help people to fulfill their potential by giving little and often coaching every day. So I work in sport as well as business. I'm just really interested in how you can create an environment where you help people to really maximize their potential, learn new skills, grow, adapt, make yourself ready for the modern fast moving world. So really interesting, stretching me massively, but loving every minute of it.
Superb. Tony, what's been the biggest challenge to you in the last 4 years of building the Stanger Pro business?
The whole thing's being a challenge, and that's why we did it. But I want to stretch my skill sets. I think if I was trying to summarize what I've learned over the last 20 years in sport and with my own business, is that people limit their own potential. They look at themselves and have certain characteristics and they say, well, I can't do that because this is what I'm like. So when you run your own business and with two of us, you have to do everything. So you can't duck anything, otherwise you won't be successful. So I love the fact that it's just stretched me. Some things that are not easy, some things I like to do, some things I put off like we all do, but I've got to embrace them all. And what I'm encouraging people to do is look at the skill sets they have. Are you limiting your own potential? And if you wanted to provide coaching support to help people overcome some of these areas they could improve on, what would that look like? Very simple model. Good coaching is very easy to understand if you look at the science behind it, but then it's applied consistently on a regular basis. So I help businesses to develop these skills across their business. It then becomes sustainable. They take it and run with it. So you create this culture or environment, if you like, of ongoing improvements in performance based on really good quality coaching across different organisations.
And I think when you look at it, you're trying to adapt to overcome, but you're also trying to embrace and enhance the skills and knowledge that those individuals have got. Which is really what you're talking about there.
It's crucial. Understanding where someone is currently, looking at if they put any roadblocks in their own way. I can't do that. It's not for me. I don't want to. And then looking at the skill sets that are required to be successful and understanding there's not just one logical path, A, B, C. You might have to go to the side to move up. So finding a way that works for you is a key message, but being very relentless and trying to find that way to improve and develop. And if everybody in your organisation is pulling together to do that, you get the help and support. You create, on an emotional level, a really nice place to work. People feel connected, they feel valued, supported and trusted. I think if you can do that through good coaching, you've created a great environment which is going to help you to achieve your goals.
And what's been your biggest achievement to date within your business in the last 4 years? What's been the pinnacle achievement to you right at the moment?
I like the fact we went from a job which I loved to then nothing. So you kind of went over the edge of a cliff. So we had to kind of not blink in terms of, right, we're going to do this and progress with it. So it's taken 4 years. It takes time to build something which is good. So we've been very consistent. We applied everything we've learned to what we've done. So I love the fact that we're living what we talk about every single day. My wife and I work together. We work really well as a team. We want to grow gradually and successfully, but we live what we talk about every single day, and it's helped us to get, after 4 years, into a really nice position. And the feedback we get from clients is awesome. So I love the fact we're being consistent. There's no disconnect here. Everything I'll tell my clients is what I live on a day-to-day basis. So I love that.
Continuous consistency.
Absolutely.
Is what we're focusing on.
Absolutely.
Brilliant, Tony. If you could say to everybody out there right now, for you personally in the business growth for yourself, if there was somebody out there that could actually open up a door with that golden key of opportunity in your business journey, could you mention to everybody out there, what would that be?
Yeah, we're the key criteria in terms of clients we look for is someone's got to be really serious about this idea of development. Yes, there's a bottom line at the end of the day which we all have to work towards, but if you're really serious about creating an emotional environment for your people where they do feel valued, trusted and supported, we can help you to build the skills round about that, which will really help. So this is not something I do for people. I help them to do that together. I work with small groups of people which allow that internal sort of weight of numbers to allow this to be sustainable, and that's what we're kind of looking for. People who are just really interested, would like to find out a bit more, happy to have a coffee and explain more what it looks like. But you need to be really interested in kind of definitely providing development and people growing, and not just here's the bottom line, here's the number we need to get to. So if that's you, please get in contact, we'll have a coffee and I'll just explain in a bit more detail what it looks like.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Tony. I really appreciate your time this afternoon, and it's been great to travel across to Edinburgh to have a cup of coffee, have a natter and chat about everything about development and really finding out about your business journey. And if anybody out there wants to reach out to Tony, I would highly recommend that you connect via the social media platforms, the virtual network that is LinkedIn. Send a connection request, send a message, find out about Tony and about the journey that he is on with Stanger Pro. Thanks again for everybody for listening, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon at the next edition of Revitalise Reconnects, where I get the opportunity to speak with a business owner and key decision maker from the Scottish business community. Have a fantastic week, and remember, keep connecting. Thanks again. Bye-bye for now.